at section playoff hockey tonight on Channel 12. The 2A championship for 2014 between the number 2 seed, the Orono Spartans, and the top seeded and defending section champion, Breck Mustangs. Hello and welcome to Parade Ice Garden in Minneapolis. John Jacobson and Dan Ficken. Dan, you always like to see when it's the top 2 seeds in the section, the best that section 2A has to offer. What can we expect tonight from the Spartans and the Mustangs?
Well, we're going to kind of see two contrasting styles. We're going to see a very fast, extremely skilled, very explosive hockey team in the Mustangs, and we're going to see a tough, rough, physical team in the Orono Spartans who've got some size, and they're going to attack the Mustangs physically tonight.
Breck with a semifinal win over Delano. Orono had to go to overtime to beat third seed Kennedy in the semifinals. For Breck, they're used to this spot. For Orono, not all these guys have been in the section final before. What kind of nerves are they going through at this point?
Well, by this time in the season, I mean, they've gotten 2 section victories under their belts. Okay, they have been here over the years, maybe not at this stage, but they're ready to go. By now, the butterflies are over. They know what's at stake here. I expect them to play fairly relaxed and go after it. They know what they got to do.
Dan, as you look at Orono, who's the key player that sticks out for them?
Flemmer, their big D, number 5. Ringleader on the power play. 5 power play goals. 5 power play goals. This guy's got a big shot, should have a big future. They run everything through him, and he really is the big leader on their team. Coach had nothing but great things to say about him just a few minutes ago when we talked to him.
He played his 100th career varsity game last week. That's a plateau not a lot of guys get to.
Boy, you know what? That is an accomplishment. You play 4 years of varsity and play every game. Usually there's an injury or something. He's just been steady as a rock for him, and you know that's why they're this good.
And for Breck, we're also going to look at a senior player, a forward, Michael Orkey, who's been their top scorer this season.
Orkey's picked up the pace. You know, they lost a lot of scoring last year, and they weren't quite sure where this was all going to come out. They had 134 goals this year, John. That's huge, and he was a big part of it. Another big power play guy. You know, he's got 6 power play goals for the Mustangs. If you can take those special teams, make the other team pay for the penalties they take on you, it takes a lot out of him, and he's done that all year, and he's been a big leader. Plus, he distributes the puck extremely well.
Should be a good one tonight. The winner goes on to the state tournament next week in St. Paul. Orono Breck, the Section 2A Hockey Championship, next on Channel 12.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills 1 person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
We are back at Parade Ice Garden in downtown Minneapolis. Orono Breck, the winner going to state out of Section 2A next week. Breck, Dan Ficken going for their 6th consecutive section title.
It's almost like it's owed to them to go to state, etc. And I looked at Coach Larson and said, well, you're here again. And he said, yeah, but, you know, the Spartan squad's come on. Their coach has said some really good things about the way they've been playing. They've been consistent. They're tough. They never quit, and they work very hard. And that's what it's going to take to do it. They're going to try and get the puck behind the Mustangs, and they're not going to play defensively. They're going to go after them. They're going to go after them hard and attack and keep the puck down in the Breck zone as much as they can, and we'll see if that formula works. But it's good to have the number 1 and the number 2 seed here in the final, John. I'm excited to see this.
Breck in white, Orono in the blue and red. We are set to drop the puck in tonight's game.
We were talking earlier that Breck has scored 134 goals this year total, which is a huge total. I don't think I've seen a section team of the ones we've covered that had even close to that. But Orono's got 94. It's a pretty good number, and they've done a pretty good job, especially in their conference and some of their outside games. They beat a pretty good Hopkins team that we saw earlier in the past couple of weeks, and did a good job.
Look at our starting goalies for tonight. For Orono, it's John Flackney. He's a junior, 17-7-1 on the season. Goals against of 2.00 and a save percentage of .917. At the other end, Henry Johnson, just as impressive, 17-5-1, 1.99 goals against average, and also a save percentage of .917. Look at some of the Orono fans. The Orono fan section is outstanding here tonight. They have traveled here to Minneapolis for tonight's game. They did journey in on 394 and out in full force.
They did a wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, John. They even overrode the music that was coming through. It did a great job. A lot of spirit. It's going to get loud in here, especially if Orono gets a lead.
Michael Orkey for Breck. Ellis Norenberg for Orono on the game's opening faceoff, and we are underway. Breck controlling the opening draw. Here's Orkey up through center ice. He'll flip it in. Flackney gloves it and decides to hang on. Look at Casey Yoder, first-year head coach at Orono High School. He's done some coaching in junior hockey and college hockey. First year as a head high school hockey coach. And he has the Spartans here in the section final this year. Played his high school hockey at Duluth Marshall. Orono breaks out of the zone. Out they come into the zone. Kinzel with a shot goes wide of the Breck net. Orkey playing it around the boards for Chase Ellingson. Ellingson back behind his net, trying to start a rush. Comes up to his blue line, up through center ice. Still with the puck on the right wing. Got spun around there as he took a check and turned the puck over to the Spartans. Will and Neve got it up to center. Shot back in by Breck. Back into the Spartan zone along the near boards. Back behind the net. Orono taking it, playing it to the blue line. Up through center ice. Race for the puck down in the Mustang zone. And it's going to go far enough where it's actually icing on Orono, and it'll be back in their zone. If you look at Les Larson, sixth-year head coach. Mentioned they're going for their sixth straight trip to state. They have been in the state tournament every year that Coach Larson has been their head coach.
Well, they won it a couple times too as they came in, but he's been a very successful coach. He's really studied this program. We always enjoy talking to him too because he's just unflappable and really enjoys coaching high school hockey. He just loves his kids and loves the school.
Out from center, shot into the Breck zone by Sam Shulgren of the Spartans. Puck in the left corner, Shulgren trying to dig it out and find someone to pass it to. Gives it up back behind the net, comes back out, tipped past the blue line, race for it back into the Spartan zone, and finally chased down by Mark Wilson. Given up back behind the net, and turnover, and Flackney's got to make the save on the shot by Mitchell Matchlet. The turnover almost costing the Spartans, but it remains scoreless. Play back down in the Breck zone. Pass by Paulson. Justin Paulson was picked off as Orono intercepts the pass. Puck back out to center and fired back in by Jake Flemmer. Behind his net is Dalton Weigel. Up through center, Lucas McCormick. It's back behind the Orono net. McCormick taking a check, lost the puck. Out comes Orono with it. They pass it up to center. Race for it. Nornberg trying to get to it, and coming out was Johnson to play it out of his net. Puck played right boards and intercepted by Breck. They push it out of the zone. Leneve back in his own end, up to center. Shot back ahead by Wiedela. Here comes Leneve now with a shot, and Johnson's got to come up with a stick save.
That was a nice heavy shot, taken in a good spot too, about 20 feet out, and used the defense as a screen. That got up on Johnson really quickly. Well, that's what Orono's got to do here, John. They got to put this forecheck and establish some territory here in the attack zone, and they're starting to do a pretty good job of it.
From the blue line, a shot goes wide. Looking to tuck it in was Ludke. Johnson got over there and also knocked the net off with his skate and brings a whistle.
See a good shot from the point here, just almost tipped in, got past behind, and another opportunity here. If he could have shelved that, they would have had a goal and taken a 1-0 lead.
Ludke and Orky on this face-off, won by Ludke. Back to the blue line, shots deflected to the corner and then back behind the Breck net. Checks along the board, it comes out to center, puck shot back in by the Spartans. Jorgen Salveson behind his net for Ellingson up through center. Onto the stick of Chase Lee of Orono. Turnover for the Spartans in their own end. Orky gets a pass to the side of the net, and Flackney comes up huge on William Blake.
Well, there we see the danger. Just a couple of mistakes by the Orono Spartans. And Harlan's plugging in, they turn it over, and all of a sudden they get dangerous. So you see it all by himself in front of the net. The 26, and Flackney comes up and saves the bacon for the Orono Spartans. I guess he's been doing that pretty much all year for him, though. They've got a lot of confidence in him as a goaltender.
You saw the numbers for both he and Johnson have been outstanding this year for their respective teams, getting the bulk of the minutes for their clubs all season. Shot from the point and whistling wide off of Lindstrom's stick. Cleared by the Spartans out. Cole Goulet going after it for Orono, goes hard into the boards. Controlled by the Spartans by Girardi. Put it out front. Goes to the boards. To the corner where it's taken by Tyler Lindstrom. Behind his net for Haig. Up ahead through center. Banked into the Orono zone by Tyler Scott. Flemmer for Orono. Passing it off to Goulet. Up to center into the Breck zone where Weigel has it. For Haig at center. Pass ahead to the blue line. Sharp brought it in as he took a check. Orono regains possession. Played just over 5 minutes here in a scoreless first period in the Section 2A championship. Montgomery brought it into the zone, lost it. Orono plays it up to center. This is Norenberg across the line. Shot deflects off of Paulson's stick. Husband playing it up and out of the zone for Breck. David Husband down the right side. Going down hard into the boards was Dow of Orono. Whistle as the puck came free in the circle. The net came off. It did. Behind Flackney, and that brought the whistle.
Oh, Mustangs playing a little meat and potatoes hockey here, John. Getting a little down and dirty, just dumped it in. We expect them usually to carry it in. They just went down there and they got people in front of the net and started a little scrum down there. Got the net moved.
Orky working his way through the circle, lost the puck, taken by Blake, and then out to center. Orono's turned it back the other way, and then it flies off the stick of Ludke. And now Orky for Breck. It's past one Spartans player up through center. Still with it. Nice drop pass at the blue line. Puck goes to the corner, taken back by the Mustangs. Turning and firing is Ellingson. A shot on net and Flackney the save.
Real nice offensive play here. Coming around, takes his time. Tries to use the defense a little bit as a screen there, but Ellingson did a nice job there. It's a good line. These guys got a lot of assists too. If you notice Orky dropping off that pass, real nice, distributing it.
Low looking for the tip in front, and the tip went just wide off of Scott's stick. Scott in the corner, battling a couple of Spartans players for it. They free it up, back to the blue line. Big shot. Goes just wide from Lindstrom. Back it comes Lindstrom again, looking for a tip in front. Didn't come all the way through this time, and it's taken by Flemmer. Jake Flemmer behind his net. Off the boards. Orono getting it up to center. Turned back by Sharp. It popped up into the Orono bench. It brings a face-off at center ice with 10 minutes and 11 seconds to play in the first period.
Well, he reasserted himself a little bit, Blake, here for the last minute or so, John. They got some pressure down the Orono zone for the first time, I think, in the game, aside from a couple kerfuffles by the Spartans. That was about the most steady forecheck I've seen Breck put on him.
Faceoff comes all the way back to Johnson. And goalie will leave it for Weigel. Weigel, just a freshman, gets it up to center ice. It's down into the Orono zone. A race for the puck to the left corner. Won by Chase Lee. Tie up. Puck freed up by Husband. Fights off a check. He's loose in the circle. A shot from that side goes back behind the Orono net. Husband going after it again, along with Wilson of Orono. Comes back out to the high slot shot and Flackney the glove save.
Good pressure by the Mustangs again, but Flackney coming out, got up above that crease real nice on that shot and gloved it right away before anybody had a chance to interfere with him or even screen him, so he saw it all the way.
Face-off win this time for Orono. Jake Flemmer. Puck came up to the blue line. Nice check put on there to get the puck out of the zone. Orkey will bring it back in for the Mustangs. Spins at the blue line. Pass to the corner. Back to Orkey. Shot goes back behind the net. Now it's Ellingson with it. Back out to the blue line. Shot. Flackney the save. They bang at the rebound. Puck is in. They wave it off. I think the net had come off.
Yep.
Or the whistle had blown. Regardless, it's no goal, and the face-off will be in the Orono zone.
It looked like that net came up there. There it is right there. And before it gets moved, there, the net moved and then it went in. Coach Larson is asking for some an explanation on the Breck bench, but it did move ahead of time before that puck went in. So good call by the ref. He was in good position too, John. He was right there on that corner.
We do have a penalty on Orono, so Breck will go on the power play here at 8:03. So no goal, but they'll get a chance with the man advantage here. Puck goes back down into the Orono, Breck zone rather, and Orono shorthanded. Trying to kill this one off. Brought by Ellingson into the Spartan zone, cutting all the way to the net. Still has the puck, goes back after it from the corner to the blue line. Left point, Orkey will drop it to the corner. Husband behind the net, trying to walk out front with it. Gets his stick tied up. Back to the blue line. Mustangs still control. Big shot. Save went off of actually defenseman's stick. Puck cleared, but not quite out. Husband still with it. Off to Ellingson, skating in with a shot, and he whistled it high and wide. Spartans trying to get it out, but Breck still controlling. Orkey and now Ellingson. Ellingson avoids the hit, comes out front, right out in front. They score. A great pass and buried by William Blake. It's 1-0.
There's where you see two complete sets of skills there, moving the puck around. Got it distracted and opened the back door for the Mustangs to score that goal. I mean, Orkey and Ellingson both just working it hard here, drawing the attention. Bang, in comes Blake on the side, I believe, and just puts it away for him. Nice play. You know, this power play for Breck has been outstanding this year. They've been clicking at a 38% rate over the season. That's phenomenal. If you get 25%, you're happy.
Power play goal at 9:13 makes it 1-0 Breck. At the blue line, puck kept in by Alex Dow. Shulgren back to the blue line, a big shot, and Johnson the save. Flemmer got a big shot from the blue line for Orono and stunned Johnson a little bit, it looks like.
Well, Flemmer's got a shot. We'll take a look at the goal again here. Ellingson, just nice play out here, finding his line mate coming into the back door, but the play was created by Orkey and Ellingson on that corner, drawing people down, working with the stick skills. Very nice, creating an opening and getting that pass over so Blake could put him ahead. Is a beautiful goal. See Johnson's ready to go again. That would be not good for the Mustangs to lose him with an injury. He's been outstanding all year. He's one of the better goalies in the state.
Puck played down into the Spartan zone. Breck regrouping, getting another rush here after the power play goal. From the corner, coming out in front and losing the puck on the pass was Montgomery, and Spartans will shoot it back down to the Breck end. Weigel behind his net. Puck chopped up and out of play. Whistle in the Breck zone with 6 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the first period.
I've been a little bit surprised here, John. I thought Orono would get a little bit more physical with the Mustangs, but and they need to in the other end. They're letting them stick handle and dangle just a little bit more. They need to get focused on pinning the Mustangs into the boards or holding up and slowing them down, because the skill factor on this Mustang team is unbelievable, and that's the way you stop it, by getting physical with them.
That goal for William Blake, his 14th of the season, third in the playoffs. Assist to Ellingson and Orkey. From center ice, Derek Wiedela playing it up ahead to the Orono line. Spartans get it back. David McCuskey, the game winner against Kennedy, number 8. Got a stick on it out to center and shot back in on net on Flackney. This time he'll just leave the puck. Wilson with a pass up the boards, kept in by Breck, by Matchlet, who did the big shot that Flackney saves. Around to Wilson, lost it, centering pass, and went off a Breck player actually, and out of the zone. And Wiedela's got to come back for it. It coming in waves here, Dan, and a long shot on net that Flackney this time covers up.
Orono looks like they're gripping their sticks a little tightly right now, John. I think that goal kind of took them off their game a little bit. They've made some mistakes here, and Breck's certainly above keeping the attack on them.
Now Orono coming out with Alex Sellers, got it to center and lost it. Back in the Breck zone. Lindstrom trying to turn away from the Wolf Spartans and does so. Brought in by Scott deep, back behind the net, lost it. Flemmer clears it out, and it's icing on Orono.
Well, the Mustangs have come out in a steady pace. I mean, I talked to Coach Larson before the game, and he just said it's been a pretty consistent season overall. They've had maybe 2 little kerfuffles over the season, but he's been very pleased with their consistency. They pretty much know what they're going to get every night, and they've got the record to show it.
McCormick wins the draw. Shot didn't come all the way through. It's Flemmer with it off the glass. Leneve got it out to center. Here comes Orono on a break. A shot up high. Johnson the take. They score on the rebound. Jake Girardi ties it at 1.
Hank Johnson, the goalie for Brett's, kind of like, what happened? He didn't even see it. You take a look at it here. The initial shot right here. Bounces out front, big rebound, just went off number 26. Gerard Girardi there. Didn't direct it, just hit him perfectly. That's why you don't give up rebounds in this game, John. That's generally what happens. Yeah, I didn't see any extra movement there on that. As the puck kind of hit him more than anything. He just didn't stop his momentum, but he didn't force it into the net either. They're having a conversation over at the Breck bench about that, but I saw nothing wrong with that, John. And the sophomore steps up here and gets this game tied for the Orono Spartans.
Girardi, his 6th goal of the season, 2nd of the section tournament. And we're tied up at 1. The goal at 12:07 in the first. Up through center. Here's Blake, who was the goal scorer earlier for the Mustangs. Spartans get it out to center. Salveson shot it back into the Orono zone and took a hit for it afterwards. Kept in left point by Blake. Puck to the corner. Comes back out opposite point. They couldn't keep it in. Orono controls back in their own end. Flemmer on the right wing. His pass hopping off the stick of Kinzel. Salveson dropping it back. Wiedela got it up. And up to center into the Orono line. Kicked off at center, and the Mustangs this time are offside.
A little disruption there. Orono standing on their line a little bit more, and Mustangs trying to kind of carry it into control in the zone rather than dump it that time. Got caught with an offside.
Puck shot down into the Orono zone. There are 3.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Puck freed in the circle. Now playing it behind his net around to the near boards. Up through center. And then Haig will chase it down for Breck at his own end. Great wide pass. That was almost picked off. Now it is at the blue line. Johnson is saved. And they've waved it off. Kicked in. The official very definitive about the call immediately. No goal. So each team has had a goal disallowed. And it's still 1-1.
Key here is watch with the positioning of the ref. You see it come in, it's bouncing. He made an attempt. He had the motion. I'm not sure he touched the puck with his skate, but watch the back foot, John, as he comes in. It looks like he does make an attempt to kick it in. And the referee's in good position. He saw the whole thing from that angle. And his judgment, no goal.
It was a very close call, Dan. That's a tough one. Flemmer with the shot. It deflects out of play.
Well, you know me, I don't like agreeing with refs all the time, but sometimes you just got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Ludke and McCormick on the face-off. Draw one by Orono. Shot, and that one just went wide of Johnson. Orono's doing a pretty good job, Dan, of getting people out in front of Henry Johnson. He's not necessarily getting clean looks at all these shots that come from out high.
And they're dribbling through, but I'm kind of surprised. I think Hank Johnson looks a little shaky, to be honest with you. After that first goal got scored, I think he's kind of like questioning himself, and they're putting the pressure on him.
Here's Parker Montgomery trying to carry it in, poked away from him by Leneve. Puck comes to the side of that to try to jam it in on the side as Husband. And Flackney has it tied up as Flemmer and Montgomery tie up a little bit after the whistle. Official steps in between them.
I love this. I'll tell you what, this is a competitive hockey game. These guys are going at it, boy. I'll tell you, right in front of that net where all the ugly things start to fly.
Face-off win for Breck, and they nicely broken up by Mark Wilson. Sends it back into the Breck end. They had two forwards crashing toward the net, and Wilson broke that up. Puck played out to center. Here come the Mustangs again. Ellingson on the rush and a late offside whistle.
Will Blake just a little offside, not even a half a step. He lifted up his back leg coming across that line, but boy, you know, but John, both teams here are doing nice jobs in transition, getting possession puck and bang, getting off, going in the other direction.
Puck shot to the Orono line. Turnover by the Spartans and overskated by Ellingson. Comes back out. Shot from out high, low and in front, and trying to jam it in. Boy, Blake was suddenly all alone right in front of Flackney and couldn't put it past him.
That's about the second or third time, John, we've seen a Mustang all by himself in front of that net. Defense needs to stay at home a little bit more. And, this first line for the Breck Mustangs has been playing an awful lot of hockey in this period. I think they've been going first line, second line, first line, third line, first line, second line again.
Tyler Lindstrom lost by Breck in their own zone. Spartans couldn't get control, and comes out to Haig at center. Haig will shoot it in. Flackney makes the save. Rebound given up, though, and a centering pass in front. Couldn't find the stick of Mark Sharp. Puck around the boards. Flemmer for Orono. Getting it up past Lutke. Lutke's pass touched by Shulgren ahead. Breck trying to send it back. Trying to get a almost had a 2-on-1 there, but broken up by the Spartans with 45 seconds to play in the period. Here's Flemmer. Banks it out to center. Taken by Haig. Shot back into the Spartan zone. Given up, and Flackney's got to make the save on the shot by Sharp from the high slot.
Good stop by Flackney there. That puck seems to be bouncing a little bit, especially down on that end, John. It's hipped over a few sticks, or it's gotten caught up in the pads of Flackney where he wasn't expecting it to be. His good position, he's kept it out, but it's been a little bit weird down in that end, kind of like a flutter ball.
Orono gains control of the puck. Out comes Alex Sellers. Took a check as he got the shot away. Didn't get to the net. Back under 20 seconds to play in the period as McCormick has it for Breck. Up to Husband at center. Got it into the Orono zone. Banked off the board. Sellers to center, and then shot back in by Paulson of Breck. Period will come to an end. And a 1-1 tie. Breck scores first. Power play goal from William Blake, and Orono comes back a couple of minutes later, and Jared Girardi tying it up. And it's a 1-1 game. We'll take time out. We'll come back and look at first period highlights and more. You're watching the Section 2A Boys Hockey Championship on Channel 12.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Summer theme for the wishful thinking Orono fans who are here on a cold winter's night. 1-1 hockey game, Orono and Breck after one period. Highlights from the opening period of play. Henry Johnson will be on task in that first period. And at the other end, John Flackney certainly had to be. He faced a lot of rubber in the first period, the junior goaltender. Making a couple of saves here. This one, Breck thought they had a goal, but the net comes off. They wave that off immediately and it remains 0-0. But out of that, Breck got a power play and they scored on it. William Blake getting the goal to make it 1-0. Orono came back. Save made by Johnson on the initial shot. And the goal put away by Jared Girardi. And there was Orono's goal late in the period that was waved off. So each team with a disallowed goal, each team with a goal that counted in a 1-1 game. Shots on goal officially 18-6 in favor of Breck. And they've got the only power play goal of the game. 1-1, Orono Breck. More Section 2A hockey coming up on Channel 12 after this break.
You always made sure I brushed my teeth.
You told me that smart was cool.
You always told me to dream big.
To all of those parents who took the time to make raising their children their most important job, we'd like to say,
thank you.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thanks, Mom and Dad.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best.
It must be love. It must be hospice.
John Jacobson and Dan Ficken back at Very Nice Garden in Minneapolis. Ready to start the second period of the Section 2A Championship. Spartans and Mustangs all tied up at 1.
I think the Mustangs are a little surprised that period, John. They sure took their time coming back out here. I wonder if they had a little chat together after Orono came back and tied them. But I would expect both teams now are going to be putting a lot more rubber on the nets. I think both goalies are a little shaky right now. And we'll see if they start firing from anywhere and everywhere.
Orkey wins the draw to start the second period. Salveson will bring it into the zone. Orkey picks it up along the boards from the circle with a shot. Missed the net with it. Taken by Sellers for Orono. Up through center ice on the pass to Kinzel. To the middle. Goes to the side of the net, the rebound, and Johnson makes the save. Back out to the blue line to Leneve. Was wide of the Breck net. Mustangs push it up, but Flemmer keeps it in for Orono. Pass along the boards comes to Orkey. Gets it back at center. Try to hit it to Ellingson at the blue line. They go off for a change now, and Orono controls. Flemmer taking the pass from Leneve, comes up the left side. Deep into the zone as he takes a check. Orono lost the puck out. It's taken back. We have a penalty coming up here as Mitchell Macklett was knocked off the puck. We're going to have a hooking or something. And now as we touched, we will get a holding call. And Breck will go on their second power play of the night.
Will Leneve going in, and he kind of panicked here. He didn't make a real good move, and you're starting to get beat, but all he had to do really was take the inside on him, let him go get the puck, but just keep him on the outside. But instead he grabbed, and after the last little penalty killing attempt, I really want to keep Breck off the power play here. They scored the last time they had one.
Puck controlled by Jace Ellingson. Now it's Orkey, lost and shot out of the zone, but right onto the stick of Wiedela. Ellingson coming up through center. He'll bring it in on the right side. Avoids a check, drops a pass. Oh, and Blake fanned on the shot. Didn't get much on it at all. Puck still loose out in front of Flackey. Then goes back behind the Orono net. Spartans trying to clear, but can't. Kept in by Orkey at the blue line. Across for Ellingson, and a tip. Off an Orono defenseman stick and out of play.
Giving the Spartans an opportunity to change their lines. They were getting tired. Breck starting to dominate in that zone again.
David McCuskey on the face-off for Orono. With Tyler Scott of Breck. Controlled by the Mustangs. They set up. 1:05 left in the power play. Shot from the blue line. Didn't come all the way through. Centering pass out in front. And then it goes off. And out of the zone as Orono's able to clear it away as Weigel couldn't get a stick on it initially down low.
Oh, man.
Almost a takeaway for Orono, shorthanded, but they can't quite come up with the puck. Out at center comes Scott. Scott going in hard on the right side. Stops in the corner. Trying to drop the pass off. Comes along to the left boards. Back out high to the slot. Shot. Flackney the save, and he covers up. Lindstrom, the junior defenseman, is the shot from the high slot, and Flackney another save.
Well, you kind of get an idea how Breck came up close to having a 40% power play percentage here. I mean, they've moved the puck very well and generated some shots. That time the Orono defense did a good job letting Flackney see it, and so he could take it into his pads. But boy, this power play is fun to watch, John. They're really generating some nice shots.
Puck from the corner, Orkey takes a check, and Orono, nice job to clear the puck out of the zone. Final seconds of the Breck power play. Out comes Wiedela. Pass ahead to Orkey. In on the right side, Orkey a shot. Save made by Flackney. Orono is back at full strength. Puck knocked down along the boards. The Spartans chip it out. Wiedela. Pass to the head, and a big check by Flemmer as he knocked Ellingson down. Blake goes deep. Flackney comes up with a huge stop. And cleared up and out of play.
Wow.
There's the hit by Flemmer, but then the loose puck brought in by Blake, and he went steaming right in on Flackney, who stood his ground and made the save.
Flackney did a nice job there. Flemmer made a good hit, but he left his defense dangling there, but that winger, far side winger, came back and helped, so there was still 2-on-2 and didn't leave an odd man rush.
Spartans win the draw. Now got it out to center ice, past Sellers, comes back to Dow, and shot in to the zone by Norenberg, and then in on net on Johnson. The puck comes. That hit along the boards. Another one is cleared out to center ice. Norenberg almost picked it off the blue line, but can't. Mark Sharp back in for Breck. Away from him, but onto the stick of Lindstrom. Puck goes back behind the Spartans net, where it's taken by Dow of Orono. Got it out to center. Shot back to the Breck line to Dow. Cross and up to center ice. Couple Orono players collide. Breck trying to take advantage of it. Here they come. Shot away, and Flackney the glove save on Mark Sharp.
Whoa, almost a costly turnover there. I tell you, a couple mistakes there in that neutral zone, and man, they come right back at you and generate a good shot. Flackney's played very well. He's been on top of it. He looks real sharp. He's going to need to be, though.
Spartans trying to clear the zone. It's Leneve with the puck. Back behind the net comes to Flemmer now. Flemmer to Girardi, back to Flemmer. Girardi again for Flemmer. Now they pass it up to center ice. Brought in by Goulet, out in front. Oh, Johnson's got to come up with a huge save. And then Johnson knocked off the play a little bit by the forward who couldn't quite put it away. That was Trip Renard. Now the puck popping out of the Breck zone. Cross on the blue line. Lenid will bring it in left side. Lost it along the boards. Breck will clear and up back to the Orono zone. And they gave it away. They can't do anything with it. The Mustangs can. It comes back out to center, and Orkey shoots it back in. Taken by Lenid. Can't connect on the pass. Salveson kept it in at the blue line. Pass to the side of the net. Flacking the save. Ludke clearing it out for Orono. At center, shot back in. Neve up through center. Wiedela. Got it out ahead. Puck free. We get a whistle back behind the play. And we'll have a face-off outside the Breck line.
Back and forth here. We see a good opportunity here by the Spartans here. 22 coming right down, gets a good shot in on Johnson, catching it, and then comes back again and almost backdoored it here. As Johnson got kind of caught sleeping there a second.
Ten and a half minutes to go in the second period. A 1-1 tie. Salveson for Breck. Got it out to center. Shot back in by Orono. Salveson's pass off from Matchlet. They'll bank it out to center ice. Orono take it back there. Kinzel backhanding it into the Breck end. Johnson leaving it for Haig. Haig pass up the wing ahead to the blue line as he tried to hit Matchlet with it. Orono comes back. They carry it deep, and Johnson makes the save. Another one on Renard's shot. Played by the Mustangs back out to center. Held at the line, now into the Orono zone. Spartans control it there. Play ahead comes to Renard. Here's Flemmer moving in with a shot. Went off a stick, goes to the corner. Flemmer getting it again for the Spartans. Turns and fires, he scores!
I was just going to say, Flemmer's got a cannon of a shot, especially a wrist shot. He had a good opportunity on that main rush with a little bit of a bad angle, but he just hung in there, and the puck came back to him, and he just did a spinorama shot. Got to go and look at this. Reverse spinorama and rips it and gets it into the lower right-hand corner. I'm not sure Johnson even saw it, John. He was screened in front, and all of a sudden the Spartans get out to a one-goal lead here. As Jake Flemmer, the senior defenseman, steps up and uses that hard shot of his and puts the Spartans up ahead.
14th goal of the season for Flemmer, and Orono has a 2-1 lead. First of the section tournament for the senior. Play down into the Breck zone. Spartans with a charge in their skates now a 2-1 lead. Shot from the blue line, blocked, and back out comes Breck. They hit the Orono line. Pass ahead to Ellingson. Puts it in on net. Flackney the save.
I think that slipped through the wickets there, John, and got through, but that was a dangerous play.
Orono taking it back at center. Shot away, and that deflects and past the net off Shalgren's shot. Ahead it comes to Ellingson. As Blake on his left puts it to the middle of the ice to Orkey's shot. Flackney the save.
Boy, and immediately the Breck puts out their best line there with Ellingson and Orkey and Blake, and after a good attempt by the Spartans, come right back and they put some pressure on right there. Orkey with a nice move, and Ellingson coming right across, getting in the grill of the goalie, Flackney, and creating an opportunity.
Midway through the hockey game, a 2-1 Orono lead. Number 2 seed leading the number 1 seed. Whistle and face-off will come outside the zone.
Looked like a hand. I think he's calling a hand pass. No, it will be inside the zone.
Face-off win for Breck. McCormick fell down back behind the Spartans' net. Orono controlling, rink-wide pass, just missing at center ice for Goulet, and it's icing on Orono. Look at that last goal one more time, Dan.
Come through out of the corner here again. Weber just getting an opportunity before, comes back through and just kind of rifles one. There's about 3 bodies in between him and the goalie, and I think Johnson was screened on it, and that's how it got in, but it was an accurate shot right on the dead of the corner.
Spartans control, they get it up to center ice, shot back into the Orono zone by Paulson.
Yeah, let me count. The Spartans, John, are just all of a sudden they're finding a confidence wheel here and really moving the puck pretty good. Now, Breck's still having their moments because Breck is really good, but the Spartans have been dangerous here, a little bit more so than I thought they would be.
Ellingson fighting off a check. Orkey trying to get it back to the blue line, but Orono able to break it up and shoot it down in. Johnson makes the stop and covers up. Pushing after the whistle, and
McCluskey coming down and putting a little jab on Johnson here as he covered the puck up, and the Mustangs didn't like it too much, and McCluskey's getting warned now not to do that again.
I think even his own coaches telling him to say, you got to be careful. You didn't get a penalty here, but you certainly could. And you can't give up another chance. Johnson making the save.
I'm sorry, but can Jake Flemmer shoot the puck, or am I mistaken? Holy buckets.
Tried to go high with that one. The save by Johnson. Puck to the left corner in the Breck zone. Flemmer moving in, poking it free, and Breck getting it back out to center. Out they come now with Sharp coming to the net. Puck is free out in front. Backhanded toward the goal, and Flackney's got to cover up on it. Macklett got a stick on it and put it to the front of the net, and Flackney covered.
Boy, Flackney's had to be on his toes here. I'll tell you, they're coming at him big time. It's starting to get a little chippy here too, John. Number 19 here, Mark Sharp of the Mustangs, kind of getting into a little pushing match down there. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Orono takes it. They'll skate it up to center. Sellers took a big hit as he brought it into their Breck zone. Shot from the blue line goes wide of Johnson. Orono can't keep it in. Now they'll bring it back in, shoot it wide. That's off the stick of Lanive. Another hit at the blue line. Played back ahead to the Breck zone. Salveson across to Wiedela. Wiedela up through center. Shot just wide of the Orono net. Puck played around near boards. And up to center ice. Breck clearing it back out. This is going to be icing on the Mustangs.
Well, John, I'm finally going to get a chance to say it. We're starting to get a little bit of that Fairwagon hockey here. It's going up and down, back and forth. Both teams playing with a lot of confidence here, creating opportunities. Both goalies have had to be sharp here ever since the first puck dropped, to be honest with you.
Puck Puck comes out of the zone, shot back to the blue line, and Orono had still a man on in, and it's offside on the Spartans. Orkey winning the face-off cleanly. He'll carry the puck into the Orono zone himself. Still with it. It comes to the net. They almost got it out in front for Ellingson. And a good scoring opportunity again for the Mustangs. Out come the Spartans. They'll play it to the Breck line. Shot back ahead. Brought by Blake in on the right side. In front for Orkey, who's cutting down the slot in the pass. Missed him. Out comes Orono now. 3-on-2. Brought in by Renard left side. Puck goes around back behind the net. It's given up to the Mustangs. Lindstrom got it out. Here's Ellingson, right side, looking for someone and shoots it himself instead. Shot it high. Kept in the zone by Lindstrom. Blake after it along with Dow of Orono. And now taken by Orono's Girardi. And gets checked there by Sharp. Tyler Scott moving in, gets it off to Sharp. Trying to put it back out in front. Off of Scott, now it comes to Sharp. Sharp from the circle side of the net. Puck comes free, it's deflected by Orono and then cleared by the Spartans out of the zone. Lindstrom got it ahead for Sharp. Big shot, Flackney the save.
A little difficult shot here too, using that defense as a screen against Sharp. Just really let a cannon go. Flackney up to the task here though. The pace is quickened here, John, a lot, and so is the intensity as this period's gone on. I think both coaches would have liked to start it this way, but they're happy that they got there though. This is really an up-tempo game now.
Comes out to center and carried into the Spartan zone by Montgomery of Breck. Puck to the corner. Paulson, number 55, after it there. Fitting it off from McCormick. Neves trying to take it away for Orono. Comes up to Sellers. And now it's Neves at center. And to fight off a check. Lost the puck as it came to the Breck line. Back comes McCormick and the Mustangs. Skates in. Oh, takes a big checker shot. Flackney the save. We're going to have a penalty coming up, though, as McCormick was hit hard down to the ice. And he's a little slow to get up.
Yeah, he's a little woozy. That was a big hit, but it was a little too high. You watch him coming across here in 21. Got that elbow up into his rails, and you're going to go to the box for that kind of a hit. Sellers coming through. Remember, Sellers got hit about 5 minutes ago pretty hard too, but boy, I tell you don't want to give the Mustangs more opportunities. So it'll be a big penalty kill for Orono. They did the last time, so.
Sellers for elbowing at 13:45. Puck squeezes past Wiedela. Back to the Breck line. Ellingson quickly turned it back to the Orono zone. Spartans shoot it right back out. Wiedela back for it in his own end. Turns away from the forechecker Lubke, and they'll start out again. Pass ahead to Orkey at center. Orkey to the Orono line. Left circle to the net. He shoots, and Flackney the stop. Flackney goes back behind Orkey goes behind the net, comes back out high. Wiedela with it, off into the circle. Blake with a shot. Flackney the save. And cleared down the ice by the Spartans. 1:05 left in the penalty time.
Nice save by Flackney. Nice clear by the Spartans. Got a change. Good generation by Breck. Really created a nice opportunity there.
Wiedela will skate after it in his own end. Gets the pass ahead for Scott. Here's Tyler Scott in. Carries deep, drops the pass for Weigel. Weigel back for Scott. Outside of the net. Try to get the pass across. McCormick going after it in the corner, along with Lanive of Orono. And the Spartans get it out of there. 20 seconds left in the power play for Breck. Just a minute 30 left in the second period. Long pass ahead, tipped by McCormick into the Orono zone. Hammer able to get it out. Comes back ahead. Weigel taking a check from Norenberg. Shot on net. Johnson the save on Kinzel's shot. Orono back at full strength. Norenberg putting it out front. And Breck there to turn it away. Chance now for Sharp coming in. Sliding it across. Ellingson between two Orono players and couldn't get to the puck. Flemmer lost it off a stick, but it comes to Norenberg. Got it out of the zone with 45 seconds to go now in the period. Jake Flemmer playing it back behind his net for Dow. For Flemmer and back for Dow. Up ahead to center with the pass. Breck turns it back. Here comes Orkey with a rush down the right side. Orkey behind the net working the puck. Stops, gives the pass up for Ellingson. Centering attempt in front, cleared away by the Spartans. A race for it back down to the Breck end as McCluskey goes after it hard for the Spartans. Takes a check. Spartans gain control in the corner with 10 seconds to play in the period. Lost it though as it came free. And the final seconds of the period will go off the board, and the Orono Spartans will take a 2-1 lead into the second intermission.
Good second period, John. Pace was way up. Both teams playing well. Orono got an extra goal to take a one goal lead, but oh my gosh, the pace is there where it wanted to be. We got a section championship game. This is looking really good right now.
Orono 2, Breck 1. We'll come back with more of our coverage of the Section 2A Hockey Championship on Channel 12 after this timeout.
Oh, hey, bud. Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
With Gary and Todd?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you, is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Good crowd on hand of students on both sides for the section championship game tonight in boys hockey. Orono and Breck. 1-1 game after the first period. Highlights from the second. With goalies busy, especially Henry Johnson early for Breck. And peppered by the Spartans with shots. He was able to stop them, but not on this one. Jake Flemmer turning from the circle and firing and getting his 14th goal of the year to make it 2-1. Second assist of the night for Tripp Renard on that goal at 7:41 at the other end. John Flackney again very steady. He faced a lot of pucks and was able to stop everything that came his way. Breck with some good scoring chances. A great shot there by Blake as he went for his second goal of the night. Shots on goal for that period, 14-8 Breck, and for the game now 32-14 in favor of the Mustangs. 3 penalties in the game, all on Orono. Breck able to capitalize the first time with a power play goal, but Orono killing off the last 2. 2-1. Orono looking for the upset here in the section championship game. We'll come back with the third period from Minneapolis after this.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
We're excited to go for a third period of hockey in the Section 2A Boys Hockey Championship. Orono, the 2 seed, leading number 1 seed Breck by a score of 2-1. How do these teams get to tonight out of this section bracket? Breck with an easy win over Waconia in the quarterfinals, then defeated Delano on Tuesday night 5-2. Orono, the win over Chaska in the first round, and that overtime win a couple nights back against Bloomington Kennedy to advance to tonight's title game.
Both here now getting ready to take that final 17 minutes to see who's going to appear in the state Class A state tournament. Not this coming weekend, but next weekend. Orono has really stepped up and challenged Breck here, John. This has been a heck of a game. Breck, if they do win, will earn their berth in the state.
Puck down into the Orono zone, chased down by Jake Flemmer. As the go-ahead goal, potential game-winning goal if this holds up. Right now for the Spartans, still holding it. Out to center, missed on the pass, trying to hit it to Logan Kinzel, and the face-off back in the Orono zone. Casey Yoder trying to do what his counterpart Les Larson did in his first year as a head coach at his school, bring his team to the state tournament. Face-off win for Breck, shot wide of the net by Sharp. Comes out to center, Sharp gathering it back in, poked away. Here's Ludke for Orono, big shot! Oh, and Henry Johnson, the glove save.
Heavy shot, big glove save. Hank Johnson coming up big for the Breck Mustangs. A bit of a turnover there. And just a real rocket shot there.
Otto Haig, one of the captains for Breck, trying to get it out of his zone. Fanned in the pass, kept in by the Spartans. Now out comes Scott. And sweep it into the Orono zone. Played back behind the net there by Girardi. Girardi passed back to him, got caught in his skates, comes out to center. Salveson and rather Lindstrom shooting it ahead to the blue line, and now fired in by Scott. Comes to Scott, left circle. Centering attempt, no one there for Breck, and cleared out by Orono. Shallgren to center, fired back in by the Mustangs. Flackby playing it around the boards, taken by Ludke, backhanded to the blue line, kept in there by Weigel. A little wide of the Orono net, comes to the stick of McCluskey, ahead to Shallgren. Pass just ahead to Ludke. Got turned around as it came to Weigel of Breck. Out to center comes Montgomery. It's down into the Orono zone. Leneve takes a hit. And on the boards from McCormick. But cleared out of the zone, and Paulson for Breck shoots it right back into the Orono end. Will Leneve for the Spartans. Pass to McCluskey, who takes a hit. Shot back in by Breck. Flemmer cuts right out in front of his own net, lost it to Orkies, who got it back in the circle. In the slot, a shot, Flackey the save, and Blake couldn't get his stick down. on a rebound try. Now here's Orkey again. Comes to Ellingson with a drive, and Flackney the save.
Ellingson trying to sneak it into the back door. There's a game out front, but big turnovers here by the Spartans. They just can't keep doing it. They keep doing that. Sooner or later, Breck's going to break through. Look at Orkey here. Just some great moves. Moves the puck to Ellingson, comes back around, tries to use the D again. It's a little bit of a screen, but that's the kind of shot Flackney wants to see.
Here's Goulet coming in for Orono. A shot, and Johnson the stop. Girardi for Orono back to the blue line. Comes to Goulet again. Centering attempt. Nobody there for Orono, and back come the Mustangs. Mitchlet comes into the Orono zone. Centering pass. And all the way through and came to Chase Lee's stick. To the blue line. Breck keeping it in the Orono zone. Sharp down in the corner. Now it's Scott. As he gets tied up by Lee and cleared out by Orono's Wilson. Wilson.
Hand pass.
Gonna look at it again. That last Orono chance.
That might have gone right to the way. Oh, he did get a stick on it. It looked like it kind of got into his pad and came out the backside, but good opportunity by the Spartans here.
Face-off coming back down into the Breck end. Cleared around the boards. Paulson trying to chip it out for Breck.
Oh.
Came free to the Spartans briefly in the circle, and then Orkey has it back. On his right to Ellingson, avoids a check, but goes down as he got to the circle. To the blue line, Paulson put it out in front of the Orono net, and back come the Spartans. Pass ahead, just off of Lutke's stick as he took the feed from Shulgren. Orkey moves in, trying to clear but can't. Shot from the blue line, deflects back behind the Breck net. To the corner it goes. And the Mustangs will come out with it. Shot away, Flackney making the stop on the shot from Weigel. Cleared back down into the Breck end. Weidel after it there. Stopping back behind his net. Makes a hit as he plays it to the blue line and out to center. Fired back in by Sellers of Orono. Sellers will drop it back. It's a return pass off of Kinzel's stick. Now Kinzel chipping it ahead to himself. Pokes it into the Breck zone. Wiedela gets tied up with the Spartans player. It's Norenberg trying to free it up. And Breck gets it out to center. Up they come. Shot whistled high off the glass by McCormick. Puck came free. Orono able to clear it back out.
Boy, that came off those backboards real weird, John. Pops right out in front. Almost got another opportunity for Breck here.
Here's Parker Montgomery. Got it down into the Orono zone. Spartans clear to center. And they're offside, or Breck is. 11:13 to go in the third period. Orono continues to hold the 2-1 lead.
Nice step up by Jordan Salderson here for the Mustangs. The defense stepping up, trying to create something. I think you're going to see more of that now. These defense will get activated for Breck and start getting involved in the offense.
And then icing on Orono. Face off back in the Spartan zone. Second to last night of high school hockey for us on Channel 12. Dan and I will have the Section 4A championship for you. That's to Tina Grace and Montemedi. And hand things over to Channel 45 for their coverage of the state tournament next week.
It's just one of the nicest times of the year. I just love that 4 days here. Get a good look at Coach Larson here. Doesn't look too concerned, but we're going to have to make something pop here.
Girardi and Scott on the face-off. One by Scott. Around the boards it goes to Sharp. Rink-wide pass, but nobody up on that left wing. Now it's taken by Breck Lindstrom. Played it ahead. Right side into the zone by Sharp. Trying to fight his way into the zone. Lost the puck. Out come the Spartans. 2-on-2. Back into the Breck zone. A shot. Johnson to save. They look for the centering pass. Breck wouldn't allow that to happen. Comes back out. Flemmer keeping it in. Top of the right circle. A shot deflects high into the slot and cleared away. Now Breck getting it out to center. Here's an opportunity for them. 2-on-2. Shot. Good block by Flemmer. Comes free out in front. And Blackney makes the save. Now back come the Spartans. Norenberg into the zone. Looking out in front. Flemmer was being tied up right out in front of the Breck net as he came crashing into Johnson.
Oh, it's really surprising to see Flemmer jump up in the play like that. They got a 1-goal lead. I'm surprised to see an Orono defenseman be that far into the offensive zone.
Puck comes to Johnson and makes the stop as McCluskey looking for the loose puck.
You get a good look at this. Nice block here by Flemmer there. But they come back and get a golden opportunity. Flackney didn't know where that puck was. It almost got behind him here, and back out came the Spartans and generated another opportunity. You know, don't blink your eyes here, John. We're going to miss something if you're not paying attention.
Weigel for Breck. Pass comes to Blake at center. Orkey takes a hit back behind the net. Shot, save made. And Orono with it back behind the net is Wilson. Wilson. It's a pass off. Breck trying to hold the zone. Orkey does. Popped it up in the air. Trying to golf it down to the corner. Blake gets turned around. Dow got there first for Orono. Spartans control. Backhanded, but not out of the zone. Mustangs able to keep it in. Now cleared. Paulson kept it in at the blue line momentarily. And shot back out by Shalgren. Orkey's pass picked off. Big shot, and Norenberg whistled it wide. Puck up and out of play, and a face-off with 8:27 to go in the third.
Both teams playing desperately hard here. I like the fact that now that Breck, their defense is standing on that blue line, not allowing Orono to get out easily, etc. But Orono just finding a way to get some shots in and turn it around. They're just hanging in it pretty good.
Salveson back behind his net. Plays it around the boards. Salveson getting it near side. Orono fighting to keep it in, but can't. Out comes Lucas McCormick. Hits the line, and the shot. Flackney the save. John Flackney has been outstanding tonight for Orono. Wiedela back in his own zone for the Mustangs. Derek Wiedela, senior captain. Chipping it toward the Orono line, sent back to the Breck line. And fired in by McCormick of Breck. Comes to Flemmer. Puck bouncing at center as Salveson trying to knock it down. Shot into the Mustang zone. Wiedela behind his net. It's the pass for Husband. Up to center. Flemmer giving the pass off for Girardi, who shoots it into the Breck end. Salveson gave it up right in front of the net. Unable to get his stick on it was Renard. Turning a shot. Johnson the save. Spartans trying to bang at it. They do control the puck. Comes back out. Flemmer from the blue line. A shot. They go for the tip in front. And it goes wide of the Breck net. Taken by Sharp. Got it out to the blue line, but that's all.
Oh, my.
Turnover, shot to the side of the net off the stick of Leneve. Back out. Lutke had it taken away. Leneve, another big shot. Johnson the save.
My, oh my. Yeah, one thing I love, just some great opportunities there. Good shot from out top with 2 Orono Spartans coming in on him, trying to get at the puck. But, you know, Orono has not gone into a shell. I think they're coaching the wide decision. They're still attacking, and they're almost playing like it's a tie game rather than a 1-goal lead.
Shot, they go for the tip in front, and it's cleared away by the Mustang. They're lucky to get that out of the zone. Spartans control again on another rush. Shulgren got it ahead of Lutke, and they're offside.
Okay, good look at the shot as it comes out here. Sets up. There's a tip in here too where Johnson just had good position, but he once it bounced off him, he didn't know where it was. And these shots are coming in so doggone hard. It's nice. They're having trouble just grabbing them, shutting them down. They're giving up rebounds. And I've seen it from both goalies tonight too, so there's still some opportunities. I would imagine here about 4 minutes left to go. I don't think we're going to see 3 guys in the attack zone for Orono. I think we're going to maybe see 2 deep, 1 high, so they always have 3 guys back here. Change that strategy, but Breck has got to get that puck deep down in the Orono zone and keep it down there. Hopefully get that defense to sag in on Flackman so they can open up some shots from the point. Because they're point men, and we've seen Wiedela over the past years, John, really rifle it, get an opportunity to score.
Timeout coming with 6:19 to play in the game. Orono looking to get to the state tournament. Breck's got a long run from this section. 5 consecutive section titles.
Well, we'll see what kind of resilience this version of the Mustangs has tonight now, too. They're being pushed right to the limit. We'll see who steps up, or if someone steps up.
Orky on the face-off with Lutke. Won by Orky, controlled by Breck. Lindstrom. Pass ahead, past Ellingson. Flemmer's back for it for Orono. Puts it off the boards, up for McCluskey. McCluskey getting ahead into the Breck zone. Back down by Shulgren. It's tied up in the corner. And pass ahead up at center comes to William Blake. Blake, nice little move to get around the defenseman, Flemmer, and then couldn't get much on any kind of a shot there. Now back comes Orono. This is McCluskey in with a big shot, and they fired it wide. McCluskey's had a big postseason. Another shot, and Johnson the save. This one coming from Kinzel. Back comes Breck. Ellingson right side puts it on net. Save by Flackney. Loose puck. Now puck goes to the corner in the Orono zone. Back out to the blue line and outside. Just came out the side, the blue line. Lindstrom couldn't hold it.
Look at this opportunity here. McChesney, who's got 4 goals in the section so far, has been hot for him. Got an opportunity there, and then he gets another one down here too. And that would have been the proverbial nail in the coffin, maybe.
Face-off win for Breck. Puck down into the Orono zone. 5 minutes to go in the third period. 2-1 Orono. Brought in by Scott of the shot. Flackney another save. You've got to be working on close to 40 saves here. There's no shot clock up on the scoreboards here for shots on goal, but he had 31 saves through 2.
He's got to be pretty much there. Mustangs have gotten some good opportunities here in the past 2-3 minutes here.
Shot from the blue line goes high off of Wiedela's stick. Play along the boards. Taken by Orono. They got it out of the zone. Shot back in by Blake. Renard out to center. You know if that went out of play briefly off the Orono bench, and that was the reason for the whistle. I believe it is. He'll bring it back into the Orono zone.
I wonder how much now Flackney is getting into the heads of these Mustangs. He's looked really outstanding tonight, John, giving them the idea that, frankly, guys, you got one by me, but I'm not letting another one get by me here.
Flemmer gained control of the puck. Flipped up and out of play, and with a face-off back in the Orono zone. Leneve trying to use the glass, but got it a little too high, and so the face-off again. In the end of John Flackney.
Kind of saved himself there. He kind of fluttered on a really nice outlet pass. He didn't quite get there, and it almost was a turnover, so he had to rush real quick, thus throwing the puck over the boards, not meaning to.
Puck loose in the circle right out in front now. Scott tried to put it on net and couldn't do so. Flemmer takes a hit in the corner from Husband. Comes free to Sharp. Back out to the blue line. Paulson a shot and the save by Flackney. Knocked down Sharp, another try, and Flackney the glove save.
Ladies and gentlemen, how to be a good high school goalie. Boy, Flackney putting on a show here, and two really good attempts at him. There's the first one, good position, letting the puck come in. Now this one gets a little fluttery. It goes, looks like it's going to stay in nest and flutters up to him, and he's in good position to grab it and just calm play down.
Shot from the blue line, Flackney the save. That got redirected, and he was able to stay with it and make the save. Wiedela with the shot. Looked like it might have gotten tipped in front. And again, Flackney another save.
Bouncy bounce, boy, just good position. Just like a good major league shortstop, John. He's just keeping that body cool and calm and letting the puck hit it.
And on front, and Flackney comes out for it. The rebound, the puck is loose. Still out in front of the net as Flackney scrambled to get back into goal. He's lost his goal stick. Kept in by Breck, still doesn't have it. Back behind the net. They try to push it toward him. Now he has it. Kept in at the blue line. Chipped out of the zone by the Spartans. And Orono was off for a change. 3:20 to go in the game. Orkey lost it at the blue line. Shot back into the Breck zone by Girardi. Lindstrom for Breck. Maybe you get it off to Ellingson. For McCormick and out of the zone. Pass up through center, missed McCormick, turned away by Flemmer. Shot back in by Husband of Breck. Under 3 minutes to go. Orono clearing it to the blue line. They get it out to center. Wiedela takes it back. Now a chance of 3-on-2 for Breck. Centering pass out in front and cleared away by the Spartans. Kept in by Husband. Unable to get the pass across to Weigel in the zone. Comes back to Husband at the left point again. Shoots it down. It's cleared around the boards by Flemmer of Orono and out of the zone. Weigel will take it with 2:25 to go in the third. Pass ahead to the Orono line. Here's Husband skating in, left circle, centering it. Attempt. It's broken up. Comes back to Breck in the corner. They look to send it to the blue line, and Orono instead able to get it out. McCuskey pass onto the stick of Shalgren. Cleared away from in front of the Breck net. 2 minutes to go in the third period. McCuskey trying to come up with a scoring chance in front. Had it denied. Now it's Ludke for Orono. And he'll clear it back into his own zone. That's okay for Orono. They'll skate off more seconds. 1:45 to go in the third. Pass ahead to center. Shot back ahead. Now Breck will carry it in. Here's Orkey. Always dangerous for Ellingson in front. Flackney the save. What did Orono's assistants tell us before the game tonight? You're going to be saying Flackney's name a lot tonight.
He did, that's right, and he wanted to make sure we pronounced it correctly.
Apparently they said they were calling him Flaky on the radio the other night, or Flakeney. They said, well, we'll get it right, and we certainly have said John Flackney's name a ton tonight. He has been great with 1:30 to go in this one. Puck up and out of play. Face off with 1:29 to go.
He certainly has earned his good night's rest tonight. I'll tell you, he's going to be a tired guy, but I'll tell you what, if he can pull this off and shut these guys down and get him to stay, Boy, it'll be a big memory for him. Boy, he has been just a rock back there. Right? You can't fault Breck either, John. I mean, they're firing away. They're playing their hearts out. They're getting opportunities, but the Great Wall of Flackney's just held them out.
Norenberg and Orkey on the faceoff, won by Breck. Here's Wiedela with a shot. Flackney another save. Minute 20 to go. Johnson still in net. Back at the Breck end. Orono getting it out. Wiedela. Got to avoid Renard, or rather Sellers. Now he's able to get it ahead. Brought in by Blake. Johnson coming off for an extra skater. Breck net is empty. Orono gets to control the puck. Out to center. And knocked down at center. Breck, or Orono, looking for a penalty, won't get one. Shot on net. Flackney the save, and he covers with 50 seconds to go.
And I got to be honest with you, John. I think Orono had one coming there. That was an obvious trip.
Yeah. Kinzel was knocked down in the neutral zone, but no penalty call. And so now Breck will have a chance to set up with the face-off with 6 skaters on the ice. Orkey and Norenberg on the face-off. No, excuse me, it's Orkey and McCuskey. Tie up by McCuskey, got the puck to the boards, comes out in front. Ellingson just missing on it. Wiedela with a shot, and that is blocked by McCuskey. Has it caught up in his midsection, that brings a whistle. Wasn't trying to delay play there, he just couldn't get it out of his jersey, and so it's a whistle in the face-off with 38 seconds left.
Look what McCuskey did on that. He got a face-off off into the corner, not giving Breck a shot. Then he comes back out, and he blocks it. Just a big shot for them. Someone's really stepped up in this section, John.
Face-off win for Breck. One last chance for the Mustangs to tie it. Out to the slot. Sharp couldn't get much on it, and the Spartans cleared away. 28 seconds to go. Orkey ahead into the zone. Orono trying to clear it from the blue line. 20 seconds left. Side of the net. They put it out in front. Nobody there. Wiedela with a shot. Deflects high. Into the corner. 10 seconds to play. Down to 8 seconds. Out in front. Orono shooting wide. It'll be icing with 3 seconds left. They're going to put, I think, another second on the clock. It looked like the whistle had come, but they couldn't hear the whistle. It's so loud in this building. And then Orono will take a timeout with 4 seconds left.
I was wondering when he's going to get around to call that timeout. Oh, my gosh. I guess he just wanted the kids to keep running on their adrenaline. They are doing just a heck of a job. But just starting with Flackney from that back pipe. He's been there all night for the Spartans and just done a great job for them. They took advantage of the opportunities they had and have played very solidly together as a team. But, you know, I can't fault Breck either, John. I mean, my gosh, they're just pumping away. But it just might not be their night here with 4 seconds left to go.
Orono looking for their 19th win of the season, which would send them into the Class A tournament. 4 seconds away.
This might be the section that sends rookie coaches to state tournaments.
No confusion on who's going to be on the ice there for Orono. Now we're ready to go. Puck goes to the corner. 2 seconds, 1 second, that's it. The Orono Spartans are headed to state.
Well, I hope those boards are up there pretty good. There's excitement. And you could call this an upset, but, you know, I'll tell you what, with the way Orono played, you know, I'm not so sure that's that big a word. I think they played right with the Mustangs from the get-go and really deserved the opportunity. You see the Breck fans here giving their kids
you know, a hand for just a tremendous year and a good shot tonight. I think that's a classy move.
John Flackney was outstanding tonight, Dan Ficken. As good as we've seen a goaltender play in section play, he backstopped his team for this victory tonight.
Probably the number 1, 2, and 3 starter. And I think he says it all. And boy, oh boy, what an exhibition. He stayed cool and calm, played his position extraordinarily well, let the puck come to him, control it when he had to, got the stops when his team needed it, and they got enough goals for him to get this thing done.
And at the other end, disappointment for Breck. As many times as you've been there as a program or as a team, and you look at Henry Johnson, the goaltender, is just distraught for Breck. It's just so hard when the season comes to an end.
Well, to be honest with you, John, they're not used to being on the losing end in the section final. You know, they're usually going, so this is a real different world for them and how they cope with it. But they played very well. They have nothing to be ashamed about. It was just a tremendous, tremendous hockey game tonight.
Congratulations to the Orono Spartans, 19-8-1 on the season. They'll go into the Class 1A tournament next week. Congratulations to Casey Yoder, rookie head coach, as Orono in the state tournament. Breck finishes the year 21-6-1. That'll do it for our telecast tonight from Parade Ice Garden. What a great way to finish up the hockey season this week with this championship game. Our final score in the 2A title game for 2014. The Orono Spartans 2, the Breck Mustangs 1.